Hey, for today's video, thought I'd play some Honkai Impact. I did do another tower on Where's Rochi for Ultimate on shift today, and I got like halfway through one, and I came to the realization that I think one of the things that's making it take so long is that I think the Switch version actually spawns less peons. So that would probably be a big factor. One of the problems with Infinite Mode in general is that I can't really call it mundane. It is still fun, but it definitely lacks the peon and officer pileups that you can find in story mode. And what's interesting about that is that once you start getting into the progression of infinite mode, meaning promoting or reincarnating your characters and getting the weapons and stuff, story mode is completely trivial. You can literally just button mash through it, and everything will die in one hit, pretty much. So all you really have to enjoy your characters with is infinite mode, and there's just not that many peons. The officers are all in designated spawn points and stuff, so I've been getting a little bit burnt out. I did play it quite a bit today, but I just wanted to do something different today. So what I'm going to do is, where is it? I'm going to try to get these 60 tickets, because these give you fragments for Flame Sakitama, who I hear is one of the better characters. So let me pop some stamina here. It's tempting to just use all these and just marathon the game, but like most free-to-play games, the majority of your progression is time-gated, so I think you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot if you do that, really. I could probably finish the story mode with this and grind up to like probably 50 or 60 or something with all these stamina potions, but that would run out when I was doing all the other tasks. So I need to clear this 5 times, and I get another 60 of the free loot boxes. I don't think there's much else I can do. So this one is S rank. I'm trying to get her to double S.
安心して私に任せてください。しばらく出撃。
I don't have a good weapon for this character, and I think what's different about this game is that you're very heavily reliant on whatever they have available for the events. Like, if something you need for a character is not in one of the events, then you're pretty much SOL. There's not like a whole lot that you can do, fortunately. But one of the things they have right now is actually quite good, because it gives you one of the best like attack type sets in the game. I don't really know what I'm doing in this game. I'm kind of just playing it. Free-to-play games, I find it odd how they try to be very accessible, and they don't take too long to really get into, but then they have like 5,000 currencies and like all this stuff you need to memorize. It feels like way more complicated than just a standard console game. My neighbors gave me a $50 GameStop card, and I was gonna get some stuff for the channel, but a lot of it was things I probably wouldn't have liked. I thought about trying Monster Hunter, but I tried that game on my friend's account, and I just hated it. The character was too slow, and then I heard he couldn't skip any of the cutscenes, and that was like the nail in the coffin. All the other stuff I had was actually sold out. Obviously, they've been like completely just destroyed over there with all the Christmas sale, and then immediately after they did the buy two get one free, which actually just ended today. So even though a lot of the stuff was it said, you know, they had the gut copy out there, they didn't actually have them. So I just decided to get this because I've been enjoying playing this, and now that it's available on PC, I really don't have any excuse. The main thing holding me back from playing this wasn't necessarily how complicated it is. It's more just having to fight with an emulator. Like, I have not had an easy time with emulators, at least mobile emulators. The only one I found that ran well at all was basically just a, you know, they started putting malware in it and stuff. Alright. It's like not letting me use any of my good characters. The thing I don't like about this game is the designs are so generic. Like, I can't tell any of them apart. Like, what is the difference between these two? Like, this one has a little ear headband, and then this one looks exactly the same. There are some cool designs. I think this character looks cool. Looks like an actual warrior. And then the martial artist chick looks pretty cool too. But like, a lot of the other ones, I can't even tell them apart. But this game makes tons of money, so it must be something good about it, I guess. Where's that one I just got? This one is S rank. Let me try this one. I do like how you can unlock most things just by playing the game, but it's a massive time-gated grind. I've never seen a game have as much time gating as this does. Like, just maxing out a character, or even just unlocking them once, can take, like, really long time. And like I said, you can't just, like, immediately use loot boxes. Like, the only loot boxes they have are whatever events they have for the most part. And apparently the one that's like evergreen is like not really worth investing in, according to some people I talked to. This is taking way too long. I don't even know if I have a weapon for this character. I have that one, I guess. The voices of this game drive me nuts. I'm really not a fan of them. I should turn them off. Alright, I think I finally get to play the video game.
精霊おや
The hell does this mean? Really not a fan of the character designs in this game, but I can't deny that it is a good-looking game. And I can tell they put a ton of work into this PC port. They could have easily just thrown something out, but they didn't. Alright, so that took like 10 years longer than it should have, but I shouldn't have to do that again. Alright, so let's do the events. All I get out of this is a loot box, apparently. Yeah, I don't want to do that right now. The rates on the items actually seem quite good too. I heard it's like a 12% chance to actually get something good. And there's always a guaranteed drop, and it seems like it's like way less money than KOF All-Star. I think that turned me off KOF All-Star, besides just how poorly it ran on emulators, was just like the game is always hounding you to spend money, and like pretty much anything good had a 0.3% drop rate. It's just like unacceptable. I like playing the game, but I have a pretty good account on it. And if the emulator's ever improved or something, maybe I'll play it again, but I quickly realized there's no way I could ever be competitive in that game without, I don't know, making a lot more money than I currently do. I don't mind spending money on free-to-play games. You know, I understand that the games don't grow on trees. They do have to make money, but don't be an ass about it. Actually monetize your game fairly. Make sure that people can earn things pretty well, either with spending little or no money. This game has so many time-gated mechanics and progression gates that I guess if you spent like hundreds or something, you could speed up, but it doesn't seem like it's really easy to do that. I can't tell these characters apart. I think they're the same base character. Hello? The game just like soft lock. Come on, really? Alright, there it goes. This game is crossplay, so it has the problems that crossplay games have, especially when they're crossplay with PCs. Not everybody's running on the same
任務開始しま
hardware,
す
so sometimes it'll like lock up like that.
即戦即決倒しがいのある
敵反応消失。任務クリアしました。
The events actually seem pretty nice in this game too, and they don't really seem to like try to strong arm you into spending a lot of money either. A lot of times you can actually craft things like I've crafted a bunch of upgrades for the new ninja character for free.
「任務開始します」
今度はリリアの勝ち。
Alright, I need 2 more runs of this, and I'll get that event milestone. Also, the thing above that's better than Critica in this is that people actually play it. Critica has very fun combat, but it's just a technical disaster. I can't believe how poorly it runs and that they didn't bother to actually improve the performance, make it use more than one core. I mean, you can't really deny there's a problem when the relevant endgame content runs at like 20 FPS on a computer that costs $2,000. Like, there's no way to sugarcoat that. That's a major issue that needs to be addressed. When the raid boss can one-shot you and you can't react in time because you can't see what's happening and the character doesn't respond due to the poor frame rate. That's what made me want to stop playing, and I guess their engine is just so old. The game itself is getting on in years too. I guess they just feel like they don't want to do it, but a lot of people have been complaining about it. I know some people that stopped playing because of it. That's why my service games now are this and PSO2. I'm not sure if I'm going to stick with PSO2. I'll probably stick with this game, mostly because it doesn't take that much time. I'm not at the level where I have a ton of stamina, so it generally only takes me like half an hour to an hour, depending on whatever I decide to focus on. Like right now, I've been trying to get the fragments for the Night Squire to get her up to S rank, and that's probably going to take like another 2 weeks, unless I decide to spend money. But right now, I don't think there's an easy way to get fragments for her, even with spending money. Which is kind of cool when you think about it. Some games, it's like, it's always just, the option is always just to spend money, but spending money in this game is not always the wisest thing. You need to actually focus on things and have a plan.
し厄介ですね。
Say probably the best free-to-play friendly game I've played is definitely PSO2. You can play that and progress pretty well without spending any money. But on the other hand, the thing I don't like about PSO2 is it's a lot harder to make money in the game by using the cash shop, which can be a pain for some people. Like, not everybody has time to play these for, you know, diligently every day, non-stop, to make progress. Sometimes it is nice, as much as people don't like it, sometimes it is nice when the game allows you to buy something in the cash shop and, you know, trade it to somebody else for in-game currency, which is basically legal gold buying. But you can't really do that in PSO2. It's a lot harder to do it there. Which is kind of ironic because they, I think in episode 6 they made a lot of things tradable, which they didn't before. So money has more of a use. Money in PSO2, a lot of it went towards just the gold sinks, which is the upgrading and the fixing and stuff. But you could barely trade anything, so you got that classic, like, Korean MMO problem of having something that's probably best in slot for somebody you know or a random person and not being able to give it to them. I was shocked when I loaded the game up again last week and they had like 13 and 14 stars tradable. I get paid in a few days. I'm going to get paid from both Kitty Sitting and Patreon from you guys. I might buy premium on there. As much as I've been enjoying Orochi 4 Ultimate, I think it's probably better that I wait for the patch before I go in too hardcore. It seems like they're actually going to be improving the game quite a bit. We all know how much Dynasty Warriors 9 improved over the year and a half or so that they supported it. Like, I don't want to get to the point where I'm like burnt out and they make the game exponentially better and I don't feel like coming back. That was a problem for a lot of people on Dynasty Warriors 9. A lot of people that did like the game played it a lot. You know, they get patching the game every month and not everybody had time or even knew that there was so many substantial updates going on improving the game. I definitely want to get a couple more ultimate weapons though. I want to get Sunsei's and Guanswo so I can pretty much have a lot of my favorite characters all decked out and stuff, so I'll probably try to do that this week. I don't know how much of it will be on camera. A lot of it will probably be off camera. Alright, so I think this is the last run I need, and then this will probably be the end of the video. I think to get a Fest character in KOF All-Star, like, to get the pity, I think it was like something like hundreds of dollars. I don't know exactly how many hundreds of dollars it was, over 200. And that's what really turned me off playing it. Like, I don't have that kind of money. And if I did, I have more less frivolous things I could be using it on than trying to get one character in a game. There's nothing like that too crazy in this game from what I've seen so far. Everything seems to be pretty honest. Okay, so I got 6 attempts at this. I'm going to warn you guys, if you have epilepsy, you might want to close your eyes, because for whatever reason these loot boxes flash like crazy. I don't have epilepsy, but I close my eyes anyway, because it makes them uncomfortable. So there's your warning. I'm going to see what I got. Alright, cool. I got 10 fragments, so I'm going to go ahead and open those up right now. pretty close to being able to power this one up.
我らは何艦長の命に従おう
Need another 42, and there's enough in that that event to do that. I'll be able to get this one tomorrow too, so that'll be 5 attempts. Okay, so I need to figure out which characters these are. I have no clue. Oh, okay, these are just for this then. That's basically nothing. Alright, well, I think that's gonna do it for me today. I could burn through the stamina, but I could burn through the stamina pots, but I'm probably gonna go to bed in a little bit anyway. I'm barely making the video deadline here as it is. Tomorrow, I'm not sure what I'll do. I might try to record a whole tower. I had some other stuff I wanted to do. One of my community members, JD Lightside, he wants to play Parsec. We're thinking of doing Fight and Rage or Final Fight LNS Ultimate. I think that would be pretty fun. I've never played any games with him before, but I think that would be a nice little change of pace. Problem with recording the whole tower in Warriors Orochi 4 Ultimate is, like I said, I've came to the realization that I think it's spawning like exponentially less peons than all the other versions of the game, meaning the home console and PC ones, and that's what makes it a slog. If they really did lower the peon count, then that would probably be part of why it's so slow-paced. I have watched other people play Ultimate on PS4 Pro, and there seem to be a lot more peons, which is kind of weird because there have been other like Muso ports on less powerful platforms, and they actually like lower the requirements for like the rankings and stuff because there's like significantly less characters on the screen. So it doesn't seem like they did that here. So I'll have to do some research. Maybe I'll watch some footage of it on PS4 Pro and in Infinite mode, and then I'll compare it to the Switch one, because if that's part of what's making it take so long, then that just kind of makes me want to just not play it that much, unfortunately. But I did get all the guides out that I had planned. I definitely will be coming back for the January patch, and if it turns out that the Switch version is actually spawning as many peons as the other versions, then maybe I'll continue playing. But for now, I'm kind of enjoying this game. I do like how it doesn't take up a bunch of my time. It's obviously I vary from game to game, and sometimes I have really busy times where I can't really devote a bunch of time to service games. But right now, this next month is going to be pretty damn dry. So what I plan on doing is probably just burning through my stamina on here, maybe on stream or something, and then switching to other stuff, including PSO2, which I think I probably will get back into. Everyone's been telling me it's a great time to get back into it because of all the events that allow me to catch up fast, so I think I will take advantage of that. Anyway, that's it. I will catch you guys tomorrow with whatever I just mentioned. Peace.